hook punch is an important tool in the fight because of the power that can be generated in a relatively short distance. Another advantage of the hook punch is the benefit that's derived from delivering the punch with a bend in the arm. This bend in the arm, the hook so to speak, allows you to pass around any possible defenses in order to hit the target. The body is turning into the punch, pivoting on the feet, turning the hip and shoulder in, along with the hand being exploded towards the target. The right hook, delivered quickly, on examination, you can see the weight is turning in to the target, consistent with the angle of the arm that's making the strike. The left hook. This hook derives power from the pivoting on the forward foot, the turning of the hip inward, and again, the shoulder being offered and the hand moving as quickly as possible towards the target. From this frontal view, we'll look at both hooks, the right and the left, being delivered quickly. Notice that Amir's chin is down, being protected by the shoulders from any attack. The rotation of his shoulder, his hips, generated by the turn in the feet or the pivoting of the feet, contributes greatly to the power in this situation. In the next series of strikes, we're going to examine the uppercut punch. This punch is particularly relevant when the target is at a downward angle and we are able to come up and underneath the target, passing through the target with a punch. This punch can occur at an intermediate range or at a very close range with either the forward hand or the backhand. It is particularly important to note how the legs play a vital role in the delivery of this punch. Since our punch is going up, our weight also must be transferred up with the punch and through the target. Close examination first of the right uppercut. In slow motion, what's occurring in this position is the target is low. Amir lowers his body with his weight in the right leg and also in the forward leg. The body then shifts forward towards the target, with the hand leading the punch as the body is being raised. The punch travels through the target area and extends a bit forward. The striking point are the first two knuckles, consistent with the straight punches that have been discussed earlier. A side view of the right uppercut. Notice what a vital role the right leg plays in the lifting of the body in exact timing with the punch. Amir drives his weight up with the right ball of the foot. The opposite hand covers for a measure of protection against further attacks that could be delivered, and quickly. Looking forward, we can examine the uppercut punch being delivered with the forward hand. Although this does not offer as much power, the shifting of the weight and the driving of the leg contributes to a powerful strike. In slow motion, you see the shifting of the weight towards the left leg, the driving with the left leg, and the raising of the body in perfect timing with the delivery of the punch. The punch, once again, travels through the target. and a side view of uppercut with the forward hand. The shift of the weight and the driving of the legs in conjunction with the delivery of the punch account for the power. In this scenario, we're going to deal with close range attacks, specifically elbow strikes. First, we'll show you how to form the elbow. Amir will be demonstrating. He's going to bring his hand into the shoulder area, developing a strong elbow, which will be the striking implement in this particular set of exercises. The elbow is hard, and it's a good striking implement because it's relatively small and can penetrate a target. To note, there are two planes in the system that we use to develop our elbow strikes. One is a horizontal plane and one is a vertical plane. With regard to the horizontal plane, Amir will now show the full range of motion both in front of him, to the side, and around him, a bit more than 180 degrees. This plane really means that any elbow strike with his right can be delivered anywhere along this plane using the technique that we will describe in a moment. The second plane is a vertical plane. This vertical plane rises up in front, can go down, and up and around behind him. Combining this with the other hand, he has a full range of motion, 360 degrees around him, and sphere-like, up and over the top of him, so that he can strike any target, whether it's down, to the side, behind him, or in an upward motion. We're going to do a series of 7 elbow strikes. Amir will be using his right elbow. The 7 strikes encompass the various points on the 2 planes that we discussed earlier. First of all, the first 3 strikes will be horizontal. The last 4 strikes will be along the vertical plane. Strike number 1 is forward and around, striking someone in front of you. Again. And the second strike is to the side. The third strike is for someone who may be a disturbance or a threat behind you. Continue. In this scenario, we're going to demonstrate the first 3 strikes along the horizontal plane. Notice a few things. Notice the striking area Amir is going to be presenting to the target. He will be striking in front of him, to the side, and to the rear. He also is looking to see where he is striking before he sends the strike. And before actually delivering the elbow, he is looking and covering himself so he does not expose himself to further danger. Each strike recoils so that we can attack again if necessary. In this scene, Amir